Okay, so we're going to look at question 3. It says use fixes determined by vessel at C and D to determine the distance travelled from 8 to 8:20. So they've started at C and they've moved to D. So I'm going to rule them together and join them up. We're going to look at the distance from 8 to 8:20 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure that on my ruler, which is about 3.7 centimetres. So I'm going to put 3.7 centimetres up to my scale. So from my scale I'm going to measure 3.7, which is about here, and start counting it. 1, 2, 3.8. So I'm going to say it is 3.8 nautical mile distance. I'm then going to look at the speed of the vessel. So speed equals distance over time. The distance is 3.8 nautical miles divided by the time. So it's 20 minutes to get from C to D and 20 minutes over 60. So then I simply type it in my calculator and that's going to give us our speed. So our speed is 11.4 knots. Okay, next question. So we're going to look at the dead reckoning position, the latitude and longitude of the vessel at 0840 and 0900, looking at those following questions. So we're starting from C. So I'm going to just extend that line out, extend that line out just to show the course, and then we're going to go through. So from 8 to 840, if I'm trying to find a distance, distance is actually speed times time. That's a formula. The speed is 11.4 knots and they're travelling for 40 minutes to get from here to here. So 40 minutes is 40 over 60, and then I simply type that in my calculator to get the distance in nautical miles. So it has travelled 7.6 nautical miles. Now I'm going to measure that, find what 7.6 nautical miles is using my scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.6. So I measure from here to here, which is about 7.4. So I go back to 8 o'clock where we started, and then I measure 7.4 centimetres, and then I put a triangle to show the dead reckoning, and that is at 0840. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for 0900. So we're starting at 0800 and we move to 0900. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. Distance equals speed times time. The speed is still 11.4 knots. And then I times it by 1, because 1 hour is 60 minutes. So it's actually travelled 11.4 nautical miles. Again, going back to our scale and finding where 11 nautical miles is on our scale. So I'm going to go from that same point and count 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to have to go from the beginning because it's longer than that. 1, so starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.4 nautical miles. So from here to here, I'm going to measure it, and it's roughly about 11.2. So again, back to our zero. Measure 11.2, put in the triangle to show the dead reckoning, and that is where the vessel is at 0900. From there you can do your longitude and your latitude by drawing the longitude and then ruling up the latitude and coming up with a coordinate from there, like you've been doing in this lesson. So for 0840, put it up here, and 0900, I'll go through the longitude and latitude. Okay, from 0840, the latitude is 20 degrees, 5 minutes south, and then our longitude is 149 degrees, 4.3 minutes east. Sorry, I don't have a lot of room for that. And the next one, I believe, is 20 degrees, 3.3 minutes south, and it is 149 degrees, 1.2 minutes east. Now that's not going to be perfectly accurate, but that's how you use dead reckoning for question 3.